Hi guys, Duffan here. Today I want to talk about speedrunning in video games. Well, when did I start? Well, in 2015 I started speedrunning, and it was just around the time when Hotline Miami 2 was released. Just because they had added this feature where you could also see the leaderboard of global times, and then you could, if you looked at the different platforms basically, if you look at Steam, your friend has it on Steam, he can look for you and you can look at the PlayStation one if you have PlayStation, and so on. And you look at the different, all of the different leaderboards, also on different sites and stuff, and you can see exactly where you are time-wise in the game on the leaderboard. And this is what really started getting me interested in this. So I basically started running one level first, execution, and funny enough, that is the only one level where I actually have a world record. And it's the first, basically, video on my channel. It's the one where I break the world record. And I think I broke it by like a, what was it? A tenth of a second, I think it was. Something like that. It was very slim. But later I broke that record a few times. So I guess that counts as multiple records, but it's on the same level, basically. So I really thought that was cool. So yesterday I was basically watching Athene and Kriparian in an old video 10 years ago, and it was about when they were going to play Diablo 3 and how they would try to take the world record, or when the game comes out, like be the first to get to level 60, be the first to do like hardcore level 60 and all of that, completing the game in Inferno and all of that. And I was so excited about it because I can relate to some of it, even though the games are very different from each other. You calculate a lot in Diablo when you are that competitive. You have to look at different stats basically and comparing and stuff. In Hotline Miami, for me, I just run it. I shoot everyone and I go fast. That's all I think about. Sonic, basically. I go fast. Yeah. Well, speedrunning in Hotline Miami really made me happy, and it really made me more like interested in the game even to begin with. So all of a sudden I was so committed to this game. So I started speedrunning all other levels as well. And sometimes I would get a PlayStation record from this time, just on the PlayStation leaderboard. Then, so it's not on all platforms, but only on PlayStation I would get records. Then I would do this on 3 different levels. I would so, but I would break my records quite frequently actually. But did I? No, only on execution I think. The other two was just one time. I didn't break them again. No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Uh, then we played different games. Like you saw, I started playing Hong Kong Massacre, and I got a little bit sad because I realized I have been mentally ill for a while. So I just realized I missed the launch of Hong Kong Massacre, and I'd be like, oh no. Imagine speedrunning that at the time when it was released, basically competing, really competing against the people who were playing at the same time as you, basically. Now I have to compete with guys who had ran the level multiple times, basically, and just tried to get faster and faster and faster. So I have to like get to their level, basically. So I just started playing it, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's very similar to Hotline Miami, but you cannot melee what I can see in the game, which is a little bit odd, but I still like it a lot. It's a great game. Yeah, and then I really think that they should make Hotline Miami 3. Yes, yes. Well, I'm not. so good at public speaking anymore, as you can probably tell. I don't know what has happened really. I must be nervous or something. I don't know. But I just really wanted to share this video with you about how I started speedrunning, how I think it's cool just to talk about the fact how you are going to break a world record. I think that is more fun than actually doing it. Just discussing how you can do it. I mean, in Hotline Miami, you just run basically, but I had a lot of strategies actually when I played it. I knew you had to do it in certain routes, right? You had to take a special route which was faster than the other ways, and sometimes you have to know which mask you choose, which is the fastest, which is usually fast to it's easy to comprehend which one is faster than the others. So that goes fast, but then you have to know which route you're going to take. Who should I kill next on this level? What do I do on the next segment of the level? And so on. So you basically just tried to get faster and faster based on which route I should take and so on. Yeah, so I'm really proud that I got a world record. And then I started playing something that I didn't know I would gonna be playing, and that was Hotline Miami 1 speedrunning. I didn't do it first. You know why? Because the first game does have a timer. It does have a timer telling you how fast you go. But there is no leaderboard on global times, basically, around the world. What people have made it so far and as number one, right? You can't see that. So I just started anyways because hey, maybe I can't take a world record, or no, I have taken a world record, but maybe I can still be somewhat entertaining, basically, trying to speed run the game as fast as I can. And it worked. People were enjoying a lot of my videos, especially the one on overdose with the Jones mask. That was my favorite video so far, and I think it will be, honestly, if I don't blow off a rocket or something at this point. Yeah. Well, I really think that that video was a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to share with you. The one with Jones on overdose. But yeah, I really practiced that quite a few times, so that it would be smooth enough and that it won't be like, oh, you're standing still too much or something like that. I wanted to do it as much of a speed run as I could, basically. And I'm very happy that many of you liked it. So yeah, that was really cool to speed run the first game, even though it doesn't have like leaderboards for that. But yeah, I still think my best video was my world record video, even though it only has like 400 views at this point. Yeah, I think so. But basically, it's not a most popular one I've made, right? It's the Jones video. So yeah, I'm really proud of those, and I hope to make a lot of new videos for you guys on top-down shooters, basically, because I love those games, and I have recognized that you do as well. So I will try to speedrun a lot more, basically Hotline Miami games, Hong Kong Massacre, maybe Hatred, something like that. And I've started also with Spartan Strike, a Halo game, basically, which is top-down still. I don't know if it has leaderboards. I'll have to check that out, but I will play it some for you. But mainly Hotline Miami. That's the two games on my channel, basically. Number one, number two, and I won't say which one is number one, which one is number two. It's basically both are just number one. I'd say I love both, and I will play both, even though the first one doesn't have like a leaderboard. But you know what? I will say one thing, and it was that me and another YouTuber were basically looking at this thing where you could speedrun in the first game, and he had actually made a video where he thinks he has gotten the world record. So I asked him, how do you know that you have the world record if you don't have a leaderboard? And he was like, yeah, dude, you can just uh, look at the best people who play it basically and see how well they do and try to speculate how fast a world record would be. I thought it was probably hard to try to beat something like or calculate something like that, but yeah, we tried, and I would actually come to the same point as him basically, where we uh, beat the level in like 19 seconds, and then we realized, holy shit, this is the fastest you can go in the entire, like, in the world. No one can complete this faster than this. So he, who did this world record, he basically did it first. Maybe. We don't have the leaderboards, we don't know, but maybe he did it first. So he had basically the Brandon mask, right? And I think it was the Metro that he played, and I also played it later, getting the same time as him. Because the problem in Hotline Miami 1 leaderboard, you don't have tenths and so on of a second. You only have whole seconds, which makes it hard to compare times with people at a speedrunning point. So, yeah, we tried over and over again, and none of us could do faster than 19 seconds or something like that. I think I have a video on it, actually, so you can look at that one if you want. But have you already seen it or you're not interested, it's okay, basically. I just mentioned it now so you would know. But yeah, that's all I have to say right now. So I'll be making more videos, guys. Have a good one.